Medicare plans can be confusing, but they don't have to be. I'm Tony Ledger, licensed insurance agent. I can help you compare your options because I'm appointed with many nationally recognized carriers. With my help, you can find the coverage that fits your needs and budget. I don't want you to be my client today. I want you to be my client forever. Call Tony Ledger today to schedule your free consultation or visit tledger.com.
You are looking live at the Lions Den in Bremen, where tonight a pair of Marshall County girls basketball teams who are red hot collide. It is the 11-3 Culver Academies Eagles taking on the unbeaten and 7th-ranked Bremen Lions on this edition of the Sports Michiana Game of the Week. And we welcome you inside the Notre Dame Federal Credit Union broadcast booth here on the Ferret Custom Roll Forming pregame show. That's my business and broadcast partner, Angelo de Carlo. Craig Heatherly's working on the sidelines, and I'm Chuck Freeby. Great to have you with us for another exciting night of high school basketball on Sports Michiana. Culver Academies, boy, they had some roster turnover in the offseason, and yet they've been able to put together this 11-3 record, having some local players elevate their game and adding one key freshman.
Lane Lyles is outstanding. One of the best freshmen in the entire state of Indiana, has really led the charge. They started off a little slow. She was battling back from an injury. They were 2-3. They've now rattled off 9 wins in a row. This is a program that has done very well for itself. They won a sectional title last year. They expect to make noise again come postseason. It's a very good squad that's playing some really good basketball right now. Bill Murchie really likes the way his team has come together this season.
No, honestly, we're really big on just guarding. We want to defend at a high level. So for us, we look more about like what we're giving up a game. So defensively, we want to be relentless. We want to constantly communicate, and then we want to know the scouts. So those 2 things will be big for us tonight, taking on, Bremen and they got Grubbs and Kincaid, and they play at a high level. So
the philosopher Cicero said nothing is harder to achieve than perfection, and yet that's what Bremen has done so far. They are 10-0 with a senior class that is loaded.
And a senior class that has a lot of experience. They were on the team. They were starters when this team played for Semi-State in Class 3A 2 years ago. Of course, you have the 3 E's, Eliana Grubbs, Emma Lawmaster, and Emma Kincaid that have led the way. They are undefeated on the season. They are fitting the billing that was expected of them. Everyone expecting this team to make a deep playoff run in Class 2A.
And while people love to talk about their offense, Alex Robinson, the head coach, wants to talk about their defense.
Yeah, absolutely. And something that's a little different for us this year in our approach is we're able to mix it up a little bit more. Last year we were kind of just 2-3 zone oriented, and we do still play that a lot, but we're able to, match up or have some different trapping defenses, pick up full court. And, it's because we got a dynamic group of girls. We got some really good athletes out there, so we're going to do our best to utilize that.
We're blessed to have Craig Heatherly join us on the sidelines tonight. And Craig, there are only 10 unbeaten teams in the state of Indiana in girls basketball. Bremen is one of them. Does that bring pressure, or does it add confidence?
Yeah, from my experience, an undefeated record only creates pressure when you let it. That's when teams tighten up and they focus only on the outcome. These Bremen girls, they've got to stay focused on the process of each and every play and executing that play, and that will give them confidence in order to win this game and remain undefeated. But if I'm Coach Robinson, I'm telling these girls the same thing I tell my 4 and my 6-year-old. Chance favors the aggressor. Go attack this game.
And your 4 and 6-year-old look at you with great confusion. Nevertheless, we will continue with the Ferret Custom Roll Forming pregame show, and it features our Tony Letcher Health Market Student Athletes of the Week. It comes your way next on the Sports Michiana Game of the Week. The Sports Michiana High School Game of the Week is brought to you by Tony Letcher Health Markets, Tire Rack, Notre Dame Federal Credit Union, Big C Lumber, Ferret Custom Roll Forming, McInnes Realty, Patrick, Reliance, the Lulliard Insurance Agency, the St. Joseph County Police Department, Babsco, Tom's Car Care Center, and these great sponsors.
Shopping for tires used to make me want to blow a gasket. That was before I went to TireRack.com.
Tire Rack made it easy to find great tires at a great price. 2 years of free road hazard protection. Sealed the deal.
Tire Rack has thousands of recommended installers. I chose a mobile installer. Check this out.
A technician brought my new tires right to the house. He's installing them now.
All set. Thanks. When it's time for new tires, trust the experts. TireRack.com, the way tire buying should be.
Ready to be part of our winning team? The St. Joseph County Police Department is hiring, and we are looking for people of all ages who want to make a difference. With a starting salary of $52,000 plus full benefits, including medical, dental, vision, and vacation, you are in control of your future. So whether you're just entering the game or looking for a new position, now is the time to get off the sideline. Learn more today at sjcpd.org.
Experience the summer in style with decking from Big C Lumber. From the professional to the do-it-yourselfer, Big C will assist you through the entire deck planning process. Big C's selection of composite and PVC decking material offers durability and low maintenance, all while maintaining the look and feel of real wood. Our free delivery service ensures more of your budget is allocated toward your project. Revitalize your outdoor living space with Big C Lumber.
Looking to buy or sell a home in the Michiana area? Call McKinnis Realty, Michiana's fastest growing real.
Let's be honest, shopping for window treatments can be a real pain in the glass. Shades, shutters, blinds, drapes, the options are endless. Avoid expensive mistakes and return shipping with online retailers. Call the local team at Quality Window Treatments. Their entirely local process makes choosing the right look for your space easy. They bring the showroom to you during your in-person consultation. And with hands-off local installation, you never make a measurement. Visit QualityWindowTreatment.com to book your free consultation and see your space in a whole new light.
Get cozy this season with Surf Fiber internet plans starting at just $30 a month with AutoPay. The holidays bring more guests, more devices, and more reasons to go fiber fast. With Surf, you'll enjoy free installation, no contracts, no data caps, and all-in pricing that keeps things simple and affordable. Stay connected, stream your favorites, and share every moment without slowing down. Because with Surf, your internet is fast, reliable, and local. Get Surf Fiber Fast Internet today. Visit surfinternet.com for more information.
Looking to buy or sell a home in the Michiana area? Call McKinnis Realty, Michiana's fastest growing real estate company where service comes first, built on knowledge, care, and community. Through our Homes for Heroes program, we proudly give back to those who serve. Firefighters, law enforcement, EMTs, military, teachers, and healthcare workers, past or present, qualify for hero rewards when they buy or sell with us. Call McKinnis Realty today at 574-271-3440.
This edition of the Sports Michiana Game of the Week is brought to you by Tony Letcher with Health Markets, the right policy at the right price. And it's time now for your Tony Letcher Health Markets Student Athletes of the Week. And we have a pair of three-sport brainiacs here as we have Eliana Grubbs from Bremen along with Amelia Binkley from Culver Academies. We'll start with Amelia, who is a member of the basketball team, volleyball team, lacrosse team at Culver Girls Academy, along with a 4.05 GPA. How do you balance everything?
I mean, it makes it really easy when I have such a great support system around me. I mean, I have the best friends, some great coaches, some great teachers, and it just makes it easy. I'm super grateful for that.
You have aspirations of being a doctor one day. Tell us why, and do you know what kind of doctor you want to be?
So basically ever since, I could talk, I've wanted to be a pediatrician. I've wanted to work with kids. So I think just like seeing that and looking at that in my future is really exciting. And I'm not sure exactly now, like looking at more medical stuff, what I want to be, but I know that I want to work with kids.
What does being a Culver Academies Eagle mean to you?
Oh, it means everything. Words can't describe the experience. And I think the most meaningful part of it is that I get to live with my best friends, and it's something that's super special, and like, it's such a great experience.
Amelia, congratulations. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much.
Eliana Grubbs is a senior at Bremen High School, member of the basketball team, volleyball team, softball team, ranked 23rd in the senior class. How do you balance everything?
It's a lot of time management that I've learned throughout the years with everything going on. I have some great teachers out there that, just support me through everything, and coaches just are flexible with me. So.
She also somehow has time to be part of the Key Club, National Honor Society, class treasurer, youth group, even took part in the musical last year. You're going to go to Cornerstone next year. You're going to play basketball there, study psychology. Why Cornerstone and why psychology?
Cornerstone just has a good Christian community that I really liked, and it's not too far from home here, and good basketball program that I'm going to join soon, and psychology because I really like helping people out mentally, and I feel like I'm a good listener, so yeah.
What does being a Bremen Lion mean to you?
It's great. the community here is so special, and there's, everyone knows everyone, so you really can't go without liking everyone, so it's great.
Eliana, thank you very much. Congratulations. Congratulations again, Amelia Binkley, Eliana Grubbs, our Student Athletes of the Week, presented by Tony Letcher with Health Markets. We have the opening tip-off of this blockbuster girls basketball game coming up next on the Sports Michiana High School Basketball Game of the Week.
Medicare plans can be confusing, but they don't have to be. I'm Tony Letcher, licensed insurance agent. I can help you compare your options because I'm appointed with many nationally recognized carriers. With my help, you can find the coverage that fits your needs and budget. I don't want you to be my client today. I want you to be my client forever. Call Tony Letcher today to schedule your free consultation or visit tletcher.com.
Founded in 2001 by brothers Sam and Levi, Reliance has built a reputation for excellence, providing high-quality home building and renovation services to the Michiana area. From single-room renovations like kitchens and bathrooms to building your dream home from the ground up, everything benefits from their decades of experience. From concept to completion, Reliance makes even the largest projects simple and hassle-free. To find out more, visit RelianceDBR.net. Reliance. Design, build, renovate.
When contractors and OEMs need quality electrical products at the best prices, they look to Babsco Supply. We strive to supply all the electrical products you need for residential, light commercial, and OEM electrical components. We have the knowledge, dedication to customer service, and extensive inventory to ensure your electrical projects are completed successfully. We are employee-owned, which means all of our employees are owners, so you know we care. With locations in Elkhart and Warsaw, Babsco Supply is working together to serve you better. Learn more at babsco.com.
Your car carries precious cargo. It needs to be dependable, rain or shine. Let Tom's Car Care Center in South Bend help take the stress out of your car's maintenance. We'll change your oil in 10 minutes, flush your transmission, replace your wiper blades, and much more. Oil changes include a half-price car wash when needed. Welcome to your extended family, Tom's Car Care Center.
In need of an award? Call Crown Trophy of Mishawaka, the area's premier award provider. They've been serving the area since 2001 with cutting-edge exclusive products, personalized with state-of-the-art laser engraving technology. And Crown Trophy has more than just trophies. They offer corporate, sales, and retirement awards, along with personalized gifts and promotional products. Crown Trophy, nationally known, locally owned, where everyone's a winner.
You don't always see the backbone of American products. You feel it. Ferret is where smart work meets hard work. We serve the USA by manufacturing purpose-built metal components that solve the problems others walk past. And we put in the work that makes fourth and long feel like first and goal. Calling all engineers and makers, past, present, and future. Your next career move begins at Ferret.
And this edition of the Sports Michiana Game of the Week being brought to you in part by Ferret Custom Roll Forming. We form value, and we welcome you back inside the Lions Den for the Ferret Custom Roll Forming pregame show as we get you ready for tip-off between Culver Academies and Bremen. It's time now to check in on what the teams are wearing, sponsored by our friends It's Tops in Mishawaka. Culver Academies tonight will be in the maroon jerseys with the gray numbers and letters. The Bremen Lions in their home whites with Bremen and their numbers in Kelly green across the chest. And this crowd now coming to its feet as the Bremen Pep Band will help us honor America with the playing of its national anthem. Great crowd here on hand here for our Sports Michiana Game of the Week. Girls basketball between Culver Academies and Bremen, and it's time now for our national anthem.
Your cooperation is greatly appreciated. Thank you for your positive support of Indiana High School basketball. Will you now please stand at the table and face the flag as we honor America with the playing of our national anthem, performed by the Bremen High School Pep Band.
Nice rendition of our national anthem by the Bremen Pep Band. They're getting ready to introduce the starting lineups. The Culver Academy starting lineup brought to you by Culver Academies Athletics. Here's Anj.
All right, Lane Lyles, a 5'9 freshman guard, averaging 14 points per game, has 23 pointers, 4 rebounds per game, 3 assists per game. She's a star already. Mimi Smith is a 5'8 junior guard, averaging 8.1 points, 3.8 steals, and 3.5 assists per game. Lila Treber is a 5'8 junior forward, 3.4 points per game. Piper Brum is a 5'9 senior guard, averaging 9.2 points and 6.4 rebounds. And Kate Clemens, a 5'10 junior forward, averaging 5.1 points per game. Meanwhile, for the Bremen Lions, their starters are brought to you by State Farm agent Noah Trueblood. Emma Lawmaster is a 5'7 senior guard, averaging 11.9 points and 4.4 rebounds per game. Emma Kincaid is a 5'5 senior guard, averaging 15 points per game. She has already 22 three-pointers this season. Eliana Grubbs, a 5'7 senior guard, averaging 13.2 points per game. She's just 32 points away from 1,000. She also has 3.9 assists per game and 2.7 steals per game. Tegan Feathers is a 6'2 junior center, 5.4 points per game, 7 rebounds per game. And Natalie Harmon, 5'10 senior forward, 3.1 points per game.
Our keys to win tonight brought to us by our friends at the Lillard Insurance Agency. For the Eagles, they have to have an attack mentality, shadow the shooters, and pick up the pace. Bremen needs to handle the press of CGA, clean the glass, and be focused defensively. Our series history brought to us by our friends at OSMC. Since the year 2000, Bremen leads at 3-1. Culver Academy's win in the series came last year when they beat the Lions 56-45. Alex Childers gets ready to toss it up. He's working with Darrell Watson and Mark McCammon, and the Bremen Lions, who are 10-0 on the year, win the opening tip. Bremen's best wins coming over John Glenn and Westville, but those are the only 2 teams above 500 they have beaten.
That opening tip-off brought to you by our friends at Babsco. First quarter brought to you by Michiana Contracting.
That's Emma Kincaid on the outside for 3. She airballs it, and it'll go to Culver Academy. The Eagles come in with a record of 11-3. Their best wins came over Highland, 46-40, and then they beat the city rival Culver Community 48-33 last Friday night. Their worst loss came out opening night when they fell to Peru in overtime, but that was a game that they played without Lane Lyles. And this is Lyles on the outside, working against the 2-3 zone of Bremen. Lyles for 3, ring it up. Lane Lyles, the freshman out of Nashville, Tennessee, pours in the first points of the game, and the Eagles take a 3-0 lead.
And you see why she's so highly touted right out of the gate with just a beautiful, pure shot.
Kincaid on the outside for Bremen. Needs some help, had it knocked away, but got it back. And now Lyles with the steal. They want to go in transition, and they've got a missed layup, but the rebound draws a foul as Piper Brum came in strong to get the offensive rebound. She'll go to the line for 2. You'll get another look here on the Springer Dental Care replay.
There you see the drive inside. Shot just rimming off, gets the rebound. Now at the free throw line, missing the front end.
Brum, a 69% foul shooter on the year, had a double-double in the win over Bremen last year. She averages 9 points and 6.5 rebounds per game, and she has the Eagles up 4-0.
You can feel the pressure early on here from this CGA defense, something Bremen's going to have to adjust to quickly, maybe something they have not really faced so far this season.
Eliana Grubbs lost the handle on the dribble, and on the held ball, the alternating possession goes to Culver Academy. They're doing a really good job of switching off the guards early on and putting themselves into situations to double team the ball. Lyles, a young lady who already has an offer from the University of Michigan, but there's a steal for Eliana Grubbs and Bremen.
Great job here by CGA, quickly getting back on defense.
Lawmaster's three-pointer hit the strap above the backboard and is off the mark. And Culver Academy will get it back.
With more than 50 years of experience, Michiana Contracting in Plymouth has grown to one of the most comprehensive contractors in Indiana. Family-owned and locally run, Michiana Contracting is proud to support tonight's broadcast, and we thank them for being our first quarter sponsor here tonight.
Full court pressure broken by Culver Academy, but then the ball knocked out of bounds by Natalie Harmon of Bremen. And the Eagles will get it back. And Amelia Binkley, our student athlete of the week, quickly checks in to take the place of Kate Clemens. Bill Murchie really trying to go with a 4-1 attack tonight. 4 guards and 1 big. He'll have Binkley and Clemens subbing in and out frequently. Here's a drive by Mimi Smith that's off the mark. And the rebound comes to Harmon and the Lions. Grubbs in transition. Now here's Lawmaster. Lawmaster down the lane. The teardrop falls. Emma Lawmaster, a 5'7" senior, averaging 12 points a game. Had a really strong contest on Saturday in their win up in Michigan. Mimi Smith pulls it back outside for CGA. Lyles, the foul line jumper off the mark. And it's another rebound for Harmon and the Lions.
It's good defense by Bremen. Just not quite full pressure, but enough to be on top of them to force the ball to come the other way. And here's a bucket here by Bremen.
Tegan Feathers underneath. Picked up the air ball, put it in. We're tied at 4. Brum comes down for CGA. And the putback by Amelia Binkley. Binkley, the 5'10" senior, coming off the bench, and the Knox native gets her first basket of the night.
And that is something people may not realize about this CGA team. There are a lot of players that are local. Yes, Lyles is from Nashville, but Binkley among the many that are local players from around the area, whether it's Knox, Winnemac, or Plymouth.
Alex Robinson thought that shot was partially blocked, and the official on the far side, Darrell Watson, says no, sir.
Bellman Oil in Bremen is your one-stop shop for all your fuel and lubricant needs. As a local family-owned business, Bellman Oil brings over 50 years of experience to keep your equipment fueled up and running smoothly. For quality and reliability, visit BellmanOil.com. Go Lions.
3 on the way by Brum is off the mark, but there's Binkley underneath. Gets her own rebound again. Here's a drive by Smith that's an air ball. And they held ball on the alternating possession. That'll go to Bremen.
Before the game, we feature our Student Athletes of the Week presented by Tony Letcher. Tony, a lifelong resident of Michiana, a licensed insurance agent with Health Markets. If you need insurance, Tony is your guy. Google Tony Letcher Health Markets to connect.
Good ball handling by Bremen. They get it to Tegan Feathers underneath, and she's fouled by Amelia Binkley, and we'll go to the line for 2. Feathers, a 67% free throw shooter on the year. 6'2" junior who averages 5 and 7, and you'll get another look here from Springer Dental Care.
And Springer Dental Care, voted best dental provider in Elkhart County. Get back on track with all your dental needs. With 6 locations, schedule your next visit at SpringerDentalCare.com. Go Lions.
Kenzie Miller will check in for Culver Academy, taking the place of Mimi Smith. Feathers, all conference in both volleyball and track, and boy, in track, she is versatile. High jump, pole vault, discus, and sprinter. She gets that one to drop, and Bremen has pulled within 1.
That is something that you very much need at a smaller school like Bremen to help fill out the roster, so to speak, on the track team.
Well, this Bremen girls basketball team, it's basically the same as the track team, and it's a very talented track team.
And a lot of them were on the volleyball team as well, so you can see the athleticism that's on this Bremen team, the way they've been able to win a lot of championships over the last several years.
Cross-court pass for Culver Academy, chased down by Lila Trieber. Hannah Kresser on the outside. Lyles has Binkley posting up down low, but didn't like the matchup. And the Bremen students start to make some noise to encourage the defense. Binkley down on the block for 2. Amelia Binkley, a 5'10" senior, has 4 points already. Lawmaster for 3, ring it up. Emma Lawmaster with a 3, sponsored by Bellman Oil. That's her 15th three-pointer of the season, and we're tied at 8. And a held ball, alternating possession. We'll keep it here with Culver Academy. You get another look here from Springer Dental Care at Lawmaster's trifecta.
Beautiful look in the corner. No hesitation. She knows she can make those from the outside. She puts it up. Nothing but net. Also, shout out here to Grubbs. That's already 2 held balls she's forced here in the first 5 minutes of this game. That's impressive, and that's a sign of a great defensive player.
Alex Robinson has really tried to emphasize the defense for his team this year. Here's a 3 on the way from Mimi Smith that's off the mark, and the rebound comes to Natalie Harmon of Bremen. Lions with a chance to take their first lead of the night. Feathers down the lane. Too strong. The rebound to Grubbs. That won't go. And Culver Academy comes away with it. Mimi Smith will bring it up the floor, the Batesville, Indiana native. Binkley kicks it outside to Cresser. She was spotted on that scouting report by Bremen yesterday. They know they have to cover her up on the outside. Culver Academy flashing to the middle of the zone with Cresser. Smith, head and shoulders fake for 3. Too strong, and here comes Bremen the other way with Eliana Grubbs. Ahead to Kincaid, and Emma Kincaid gives Bremen the lead.
You don't want to get into a sprinting match with Emma Kincaid, one of the best in the state.
She is the school record holder in the 400 meters. Her sister Kate holds the school record in the 800 meters. And her brother Luke also holds the school record. The Kincaids can fly. 90 seconds left in period number 1. Cresser down the baseline, airballs it. Excuse me, that was Brum. Here comes Bremen the other way. Grubbs has it knocked away and stolen by Binkley. Eagles with a chance to tie or take the lead. Smith finds an open person in the corner, and the 3 is off the mark by Kenzie Miller. And it goes out of bounds, held ball. Alternating possession should give it to Bremen.
Binkley's Flooring Warehouse in Knox cheers on CGA basketball, formerly known as Fletcher's Carpet. Binkley's has any flooring you need, including carpet, laminate, vinyl, tile, and area rugs. If you need it for your floor, they have it. Learn more by searching Binkley's Flooring Warehouse on Facebook. Go Eagles.
You saw Alex Robinson holding up the play call from in front of the Bremen sideline. He just put Skyly Feathers, number 30, into the game. Lawmaster with under a minute to go in the period. Lost the handle. Kincaid bails her out. Now it's Grubbs coming down the baseline. Too strong. Feathers with the rebound, and Teagan has 5 in the first quarter. She only averages 5 points a game.
But she has that height advantage, about 3 inches on any other player on the floor.
Too strong on the 3 for CGA. The ball in the popcorn popper. It comes out to Kincaid for 2. Bill Murchie wants to hold for 1 shot, down 6. It's a 9-0 run for Bremen. Smith into the paint. Couldn't get it to go. Skyly Feathers the rebound. Kincaid racing up the floor. Couldn't get it to drop, but a great first quarter for the Bremen Lions. They got the transition game going towards the end of the stanza, and Alex Robinson's team leads it 14-8 after 1 on Sports Michiana.
My name's Elizabeth, and I've been a member of the Notre Dame Credit Union for about 37 years. I had been driving a Prius, and I liked the Prius. But unfortunately, I live on a hill, and when it snows, I had a problem. So I called the credit union and told them I needed a new car. We did everything over the phone and the internet, picked up the car, and it was all done in less than a week. I would recommend the Notre Dame Federal Credit Union without question.
And this edition of the Sports Michiana Game of the Week being brought to you by Tire Rack. TireRack.com is the way tire buying should be. And being honored on the floor right now, the legendary softball player from here at Bremen High School, Aaron Koffel, at one time held all of Indiana's state career home run records, went on to a terrific career at the University of Kentucky, and now could be Bremen's first Olympian. If they have softball in the 2028 games in Los Angeles, I would certainly expect to see Erin Koffel there.
Outstanding career. Unfortunately, it got cut short because of COVID her senior year, but what a career she had at Kentucky. Unbelievable player, and one may argue the best athlete in the history of Bremen High School.
Well, certainly I would support that argument. Also, she's currently playing pro softball with the Chicago Bandits in the AUSL and had a terrific year with the Bandits. So nice to see Erin back here, and I'm sure she's very happy that the home team is up by 6 after 1. Our second quarter being brought to us by the St. Joseph County Police Department. Smith on the drive, lost the handle on it, and here's Skyly Feathers with the rebound. Both Feathers sisters on the floor right now for Bremen. Grubbs couldn't come up with the ground ball.
It's Michiana. The snow and ice is just getting started. Thankfully, the experts at Tire Rack know a thing or two about conquering winter's worst. They've got the dedicated winter tires that will elevate your drive and keep you safe. TireRack.com, the way tire buying should be.
Next dead ball will go to Craig Heatherly for a Patrick sideline report and get his thoughts on this one. Ball underneath. Missed layup for Culver Academy, and here comes Bremen the other way.
Fast-paced action here by both teams so far. As Chuck mentioned, it was a 9-0 Bremen run to end that first quarter.
Ball loose on the floor. Bremen was able to collect it. And a timeout being taken by Bremen. And it's sponsored by Reichert and Knapp Record Service. 6:55 to go first half. 14-8 Lions on Sports Michiana.
For over 100 years, experience and inspiration have been the foundation of Big C Lumber. I'm Mark Young. Deciding on the perfect cabinetry for your home can be overwhelming. It's best to depend on our consultants with decades of experience at Big C Lumber. Your needs and wishes will be matched with our guidance in the creation of new spaces. We call this customer-inspired design, representing your personality, your style. Visit Big C Lumber, where the possibilities are endless.
Some say hustle and heart don't mix, but at Patrick, we prove otherwise every day. We're bold in our ambition and grounded in respect. Here, leadership is a mindset and every voice matters. Built on integrity, fueled by collaboration, and united by purpose, we're stronger together. This is Patrick. We are better together.
And this edition of the Sports Michiana Game of the Week brought to you by Reliance, uniquely crafted to fit your lifestyle. As the action goes on, let's hear from Craig Heatherly with a Patrick sideline report. And Craig, Bremen going to the line here. What's impressed you about these two teams here in the first few minutes?
Yeah, it's pretty clear. Both these teams on the defensive end are extremely connected to one another. Bremen does a great job in their 2-3 zone. These girls are flying around. And then Culver Academies on the other side, they are up in passing lanes, pressuring the basketball, and created some turnovers early on. But the difference in this game thus far is Bremen's been able to create extra possessions and score in transition, which has gotten them in the lead.
Eliana Grubbs knocking down a pair of free throws there. Her first 2 points of the game, and Bremen has its largest lead at 16-8 off an 11-0 run.
State Farm agent Noah Trueblood cheers on the Lions. State Farm is #1 auto insurer in the U.S., but with Noah and his team, you also get the benefits of a truly local team. Debbie and Heather in Noah's office are both lifelong Bremen residents. Google Noah Trueblood, State Farm for all your insurance needs.
Lyles over the 2-3 zone of Bremen cannot connect, and the rebound comes to Feathers briefly, but it was taken away and laid up and in. Bucket in the bump right there for Kate Clements.
I feel like a lot of the 50-50 balls have been going Bremen's way. Finally, one goes CGA's way. As you take a look at the replay, brought to you by Springer Dental Care. That's a big bucket, obviously, not only for the fact that they snapped the 11-0 run for Bremen, but also just to gain some momentum that they have not had since really the first couple minutes of the game.
And Clemens, only a 32% foul shooter, knocks that one down. and stops the bleeding. It's a 5-point game. Skyly Feathers. Now Emma Kincaid almost lost it. Needs help and finds somebody, and we've got a hold called underneath against Culver Academy.
Reichert and Knepp Wrecker Service congratulates Bremen on a great season so far with locations in Warsaw, South Bend, Plymouth, and New Haven. Reichert and Knepp Wrecker Service can handle any and all of your towing needs in northern Indiana. Learn more at rkwrecker.com.
Foul was called on Lila Trieber, her first. Here's a three on the way by Grubbs. It's off the mark, and the rebound comes to Piper Brum of Culver Academy, and held ball is called. That's Grubbs getting her hand on another one defensively, and it goes to Bremen.
Maybe we got to start counting how many held balls individual players have had. That's at least the third for Grubbs, and I believe the fifth or sixth from the two teams combined so far through just 10 minutes of action.
So Grubbs making a difference in this game, even though she hasn't been able to score a lot of points yet. Tried it up and under there, couldn't get through, so Kincaid takes over. 5.5 to go before halftime.
Credit to Mimi Smith for the defense she's played on Grubbs.
And here's a steal by Piper Brum, but she couldn't get the layup. Kincaid has it going the other way, 3-on-3. Emma Kincaid into the lane, and the foul is called on Kate Clemens, her first.
Patients trust OSMC because they deliver more than treatment. They provide care that's accessible, high quality, and transparent. Get the care you need when you need it. Visit OSMC.com or their Ortho Care Walk-in Clinic in Granger on University or off of University Drive.
Kincaid misses the first. Emma is a 75% foul shooter, as you see Natalie Harmon returning to the game. Kincaid was an all-conference player a year ago and really is the player that Alex Robinson says brings the energy to this team. She is full of positivity, and even when things aren't going well for her, she tries to pick everybody else up. Well, she has 5 points to tie for the team lead in scoring tonight. Here's Lyles inside with a little bunny hop for two. And Lane Lyles with 5, and she might have to start playing a little less unselfish and a little more selfish to help this team.
Yeah, I mean, she hit the first 3 seconds into the game and really hasn't had many shots outside of that. Missed a field goal in the first quarter, but that might be just her third shot of the game.
Skyly Feathers with a bucket in the bump. And you'll get another look from Springer Dental Care.
Nice pass inside. Feathers turns, using the height to her advantage, gets the basket, plus the foul, and the Feathers sisters doing a nice job here, using their height to their advantage. The two sisters have combined for 8 points here tonight after that free throw.
Skyly coming off a career-high 14 in the win over Lawton on Saturday, only a sophomore. And they think she'll be a shot-blocking machine on the inside as the years go on. Bremen lead back to 7, and a kick right there will give it back to Culver Academy.
Thank you to the Wooden Peel for feeding our crew tonight. Named to the 2024-2025 Pizza Marketplace Top 100 Movers and Shakers. The Wooden Peel was also previously named Best Pizza in Northern Indiana. Visit the Wooden Peel on Plymouth Street in Plymouth.
Piper Brum having a tough night shooting from 3, and here comes Bremen the other way with a 7-point lead. Grubbs had it knocked away by Lyles, but she can't save it.
Student athletes at Culver Academies join nearly 130 years of tradition in physical competition, fellowship, and sportsmanship. These are the defining elements of the Culver experience and are offered to athletes of every level. Go Eagles.
Grubbs calling out the play while she gets double-teamed. The lob too high for Kincaid. Here comes Lila Trieber and the Eagles the other way. Mimi Smith down the baseline, and that's a charge.
Between the hell balls, the charges taken, Bremen's defense living up to its reputation. As you take a look at the replay, brought to you by Springer Dental Care.
Feathers crumpled like a house of cards.
And in this case, that's a good thing.
7-point Bremen lead. Alex Robinson calling out the play from in front of the Bremen bench. Lions trying to go to 11-0. They haven't had a start like this since 1990. Skyly Feathers down the lane.
Ooh.
Lost control, and here's Binkley and the Eagles coming the other way. Lyles double teamed by the zone. So Piper Brum to Hannah Kresser. Culver working the ball around the perimeter. They had Binkley on the post, and finally Bill Murchie takes a timeout. We'll take it as well. It's sponsored by Binkley's Flooring Warehouse. 3:24 to go first half. Bremen by 7 on Sports Michiana.
You don't always see the backbone of American products. You feel it. Ferret is where smart work meets hard work. We serve the USA by manufacturing purpose-built metal components that solve the problems others walk past. And we put in the work that makes fourth and long feel like first and goal. Calling all engineers and makers, past, present, and future. Your next career move begins at Ferret.
Why do our auto insurance rates keep going up? Oh.
Dramatic increases in parts, labor, and medical care are causing auto insurance rates to soar nationwide. Lilliard's Insurance can protect you from auto rate increases with our available rate lock feature. And because Lilliard's Insurance is a local business, you get better service and deal with actual people. Hi, I'm Matt Lilliard. Call or text us today to see if you qualify.
And this edition of the Sports Michiana Game of the Week being brought to you by the St. Joseph County Police Department. Join the team and help protect and serve our community.
Pretty even Steven here in the second quarter, brought to you by the St. Joseph County Police Department after that 14-8 lead for Bremen after one quarter.
Lane Lyles pull up from the wing is off the mark. Great rebound by Culver Academy, and it'll result in free throws for Piper Brum.
Williams Family Chiropractic Clinic in Granger is a family-focused practice that treats newborns to professional athletes and everyone in between. They offer high-level chiropractic care, digital x-ray diagnostics, and non-surgical spinal decompression. Google Williams Family Chiropractic Clinic to learn more. Front end of 2 is good. Allows us the chance to thank Bremen Athletics for sponsoring here tonight. And they would like to thank all the businesses that sponsored their programs during the 25-26 school year. Your generous financial support has been vital in providing top-tier resources for our student-athletes. We truly appreciate all your support. Go Lions.
Grubbs misses a 3, but Lola Bender in the game now. Makes the pass to Skyly Feathers. Couldn't get it to go. And the rebound collected by Culver Academies. Lyles is on her way with a little 5-on-4 as Skyly Feathers trails behind and deflects the pass. Nice drive here and a tripping call made against Bremen. Lila Trieber was the victim.
Want to help your team look great? But first, you can look at the Springer Dental replay and see that trip happen there. It's Tops can help your team look great. They are the official outfitter for a number of local schools, and even Sports Michiana. They can do a lot more than just clothes. Learn more at itstops.net.
Feathers for Feathers, Teagan for Skyly. Inbound pass coming to Culver Academy, and they work it around to Hannah Kresser. Culver Academy launches one with Lyles, and she makes him pay. Her 22nd three-pointer of the year makes this a three-point game. And Culver Academy, which at times has looked very stagnant on offense, is back within one possession. Harmon gets tied up, and it's a foul called on Trieber, her second. That'll send Natalie Harmon to the line, where she is 0 for 3 at the stripe this season.
Big C Lumber is the best choice for your next home improvement project. Family owned for over 100 years. They know the ins and outs of every home project you need completed, and their knowledgeable sales staff will help you get the job done. See the difference a culture of caring can make at Big C Lumber.
Harmon, a 5'10 senior, in there primarily for her defense and rebounding. She gets 4 caroms a game, but still looking for her first point from the line this year, and there it is. 4-point game. Lyles starting to take over here in the second, but they go down to Binkley on the post. She missed the shot. Here's Harmon with the rebound. Kincaid with a burst of speed. Double teamed in the corner, and Bremen was able to get it. They had Tegan Feathers wide open underneath and didn't see her, and now Bender throws it away. Piper Brum with the steal. Body control, couldn't score. Lyles, the rebound, puts it in. She has 10. And the freshman putting the Eagles on her back here in the first half.
7 here in the second quarter.
Kincaid dribbling outside. Needs some help. Harmon for 3. That's an air ball. And Culver Academy will get the ball back with a chance to tie or take the lead.
Locally owned Central Automotive in downtown South Bend is your answer for oil changes, brakes, air conditioning repair, general maintenance, and more. Check them out at Lafayette and Colfax. Central Automotive, we're here for all your automotive needs.
Lawmaster comes back into the game for Bremen despite having 2 fouls. And the Lions try to ratchet up the pressure, and you're not going to throw it over the top of Tegan Feathers. Grubbs double teamed. They work it around to Kincaid. High arching 3 is an air ball. And Bill Murchie takes a timeout. He saw Brum was caught in a trap and couldn't get out. It's sponsored by Binkley's Flooring Warehouse. 50.7 left first half. 21-19 Bremen on Sports Michiana.
Shopping for tires used to really ruffle my feathers. That was before I went to TireRack.com. TireRack made it easy to identify the right tires. No more searching high and low. I got the best deal. TireRack has thousands of recommended installers. I chose a mobile installer. They brought the tires to my neck of the woods and put them on, right here in my driveway.
You're all done.
Thank you. When it's time for new tires, trust the experts. TireRack.com, the way tire buying should be.
This edition of the Sports Michiana High School Game of the Week being brought to you by Notre Dame Federal Credit Union, putting people over profits.
And Notre Dame Federal Credit Union is the financial institution of choice for Sports Michiana, plus hundreds of churches and schools utilize their unique Elevate tools to help raise funds and drive your mission. Go to NotreDameFCU.com/elevate to learn more.
Culver Academy with the ball, trailing by 2, 50.7 left here before the intermission. Avery Lair, who has checked into the game for the first time tonight, Kenzie Miller, 24, not 21. Lyles down the lane aggressively. There's no call. Binkley kicks it back outside. Kresser for 3. That's off the mark as well. Can Lyles resave it? She did while falling into the Bremen band. Binkley zips it outside. There wasn't anybody there.
Barrett Custom Roll Forming, the best choice in metal fabrication, provides ISO certified quality with unparalleled service and support. At Ferret Custom Roll Forming, we form value. Learn more at ferretrollforming.com.
So let's see if Bremen holds for the last shot. Under 30 seconds to go here in the first half.
Let's see if CJA allows them to hold it for the last shot too.
They've been very relentless in the defensive pressure. Lawmaster spinning through the lane, couldn't get it to go. Here's CGA with a chance to get the last shot of the half. Lyles going to take it down the lane, kick it out to Kresser for 3. That's off the mark. The rebound to Kincaid, and she stepped out of bounds with 1.3 left. Kincaid felt like she was fouled. The entire Bremen student body felt like she was fouled. Mark McCammon's not taking a poll. Binkley has to get rid of it. Didn't realize the clock situation in the first half has come to an end here in the Lions' Den, where the Bremen Lions have taken a 21-19 lead on the Culver Academy Eagles as they go into the locker room. But before they do, we go downstairs to Craig Heatherly for a Patrick Sideline report. He's got Alex Robinson.
Coach, you guys had an 11-0 lead run there for a bit. They came back. Give me your thoughts here on the first half of your team performance.
Yeah, I thought we started off the game a little rushed on the offensive end, and then we kind of settled in. You know, they've got some players that are going to make some plays. So we knew that was going to happen. They made a little run there. We're happy to be going in with a 2-point lead, and I think one of the biggest keys here is on offense. Can we settle down a little bit and stop forcing the issue and work the ball like we do when we're playing so well?
Coach, thank you. Good luck in the second half.
All right, thanks. I appreciate it.
Thank you very much, Greg. You take a look at the basketball banners that hang here in the Lions Den. The girls would like to add another one. They have a 2-point lead on Culver Academy here at halftime, 21-19. We'll come back with the Tom's Car Care Center halftime highlights on the Farrah Customer Forming Halftime Report next on Sports Michiana.
Medicare plans can be confusing, but they don't have to be. I'm Tony Letcher, licensed insurance agent. I can help you compare your options because I'm appointed with many nationally recognized carriers. With my help, you can find the coverage that fits your needs and budget. I don't want you to be my client today. I want you to be my client forever. Call Tony Letcher today to schedule your free consultation or visit tletcher.com.
Let's be honest, shopping for window treatments can be a real pain in the glass. Shades, shutters, blinds, drapes, the options are endless. Avoid expensive mistakes and return shipping with online retailers. Call the local team at Quality Window Treatments. Their entirely local process makes choosing the right look for your space easy. They bring the showroom to you during your in-person consultation. And with hands-off local installation, you never make a measurement. Visit QualityWindowTreatment.com to book your free consultation and see your space in a whole new light.
And this edition of the Sports Michiana Game of the Week being brought to you in part by McKinnis Realty. It's realty with a purpose. Welcome to the Farrah Customer Forming Halftime Report from the Lions Den in Bremen, where the Bremen girls are trying to stay undefeated, and they have a narrow 2-point lead over Culver Girls Academy. As we welcome you inside the Notre Dame Federal Credit Union broadcast booth, Chuck and Ange, not very high above the fray tonight.
No.
First half thoughts.
I think Coach Robinson said it best. Obviously, Bremen was a little sluggish to start. I think they had to adjust to the pace that CGA brings, but they adjusted pretty quickly, and then they took a nice advantage of the situation, and then CGA slowly creeping back in it, and what a game we have here now at 21-19. I really have no idea what to expect in the second half other than high tempo and great defense from both teams. They've shown it so far, and I think that'll continue in the second half.
And that'll probably show up in our Tom's Car Care Center halftime highlights as we take a look at how it got to be this way. Lane Lyles with the opening three of the game for Culver Academy. She had 10 points in the first half, but Emma Lawmaster kind of sparked a surge for Bremen. She got that teardrop to fall and then would bury a three-pointer to spark an 11-0 run. Bremen looked like it was going to pull away, but Kate Clemens and Culver Academy hung tough as you see some of the scrappiness inside, the bucket and the bump right there, and it's 21-19, Bremen leading at the intermission. When we come back, we'll take a look around the area with the McKinnis Realty halftime scoreboard. It all comes your way next on the Farrah Customer Forming Halftime Report here on Sports Michiana.
Your car carries precious cargo. It needs to be dependable, rain or shine. Let Tom's Car Care Center in South Bend help take the stress out of your car's maintenance. We'll change your oil in 10 minutes, flush your transmission, replace your wiper blades, and much more. Oil changes include a half-price car wash when needed. Welcome to your extended family, Tom's Car Care Center.
Founded in 2001 by brothers Sam and Levi, Reliance has built a reputation for excellence, providing high-quality home building and renovation services to the Michiana area. From single-room renovations like kitchens and bathrooms to building your dream home from the ground up, everything benefits from their decades of experience. From concept to completion, Reliance makes even the largest projects simple and hassle-free. To find out more, visit RelianceDBR.net. Reliance. Design, build, renovate.
Get cozy this season with Surf Fiber Internet plans starting at just $30 a month with AutoPay. The holidays bring more guests, more devices, and more reasons to go fiber fast. With Surf, you'll enjoy free installation, no contracts, no data caps, and all-in pricing that keeps things simple and affordable. Stay connected, stream your favorites, and share every moment without slowing down. Because with Surf, your internet is fast, reliable, and local. Get Surf Fiber Fast Internet today. Visit surfinternet.com for more information.
And this edition of the Sports Michiana Game of the Week being brought to you in part by Patrick, empowering outdoor enthusiasts since 1959. Halftime here at the Lions Den. We welcome you inside the Notre Dame Federal Credit Union broadcast booth. Chuck and Anj time now to take a look at the McInnes Realty around the area halftime scoreboard. It's a light scoreboard tonight, not because there's a dearth of action, but we had a little bit of an early start here, so a lot of games aren't underway yet. There are a couple of boys' games underway. Up in Michigan, Benton Harbor off to a good start for Corey Sterling's team. They lead St. Joseph 24-13. Bears were coming to that one undefeated. Westview's boys have an 18-12 lead on Lakeland. Chandler Bribble's team has been off to a hot start this year, and they're probably spurred on because the girls' team is playing real well at Westview as well. They beat Lakeland tonight 52-47. They're in the third quarter at Jimtown, Jerry Cook Court. Jimtown with a 15-13 lead on Triton. And then in the Wawasee Bethany girls game, it's 35-17 after 3. In that game, the Bethany Christian coach Kristen Parsons is coaching while dressed like an elf tonight to raise money for the food pantry in Elkhart County. And I just wonder what it takes to dress like an elf while you do your job. I think I know. That's Buddy the Elf, also known as Ryan Fitzpatrick on our crew. And yes, that is how he has been dressed for the entire game tonight.
Distracting all the free throw shooters. Can we get a look at the shoes? Can we get a look at the shoes, please?
It's all about the shoes.
Yeah, that's. Oh, wow.
You didn't know that part?
I didn't know that part. He got me live. Got me live.
So there you have it. That's our McInnes Realty around the area high school basketball scoreboard. McInnes Realty with a purpose. If your purpose is to live next to elves, find out where Ryan lives. We're back with a Craig Heatherly, Patrick Sideline Report after this on the Sports Michiana Game of the Week.
My name is Chuck. I'm a member of Notre Dame Federal Credit Union. The flexibility of having a HELOC made it simple to add items as we were going through the process of updating our house. So we didn't have to do everything at once. We could do it a little at a time as things changed, which made it flexible for us to use builders when they had downtime and get better prices for them. So yeah, I would definitely recommend Notre Dame Federal Credit Union.
Ready to be part of our winning team? The St. Joseph County Police Department is hiring, and we are looking for people of all ages who want to make a difference. With a starting salary of $52,000 plus full benefits, including medical, dental, vision, and vacation, you are in control of your future. So whether you're just entering the game or looking for a new position, now is the time to get off the sideline. Learn more today at sjcpd.org.
Why is BASCO the premier electrical distributor? Because they have breakers, boxes, switches, resets, clamps, tapes, relays, covers, timers, batteries, wires, labels, ballast, T-string, fixtures, plugs, tubing, lamps, load centers, and conduit. You can do it with BASCO Supply. With 2 locations in Elkhart and Warsaw. Visit babsco.com. BASCO Supply, where they have everything.
And this edition of the Sports Michiana Game of the Week is being brought to us in part by Big C Lumber, where the possibilities are endless. Time now to get a Patrick Sideline Report from our man Craig Heatherly. He had a chance to talk with Culver Girls Academy coach Bill Murchie at the half. What did the coach have to say, Craig?
Yeah, coach wants to see his girls attack the short corner against the zone, and the short corner is right here on the floor. He wants to see them get the ball down low on the floor to create more opportunities around the rim, take less three-pointers, and then defensively continue to be physical but play smart. Way too many fouls. They put Bremen on the line. He likes the job that they're doing on Grubbs defensively and Kincaid, but he knows it's going to be a hard-fought game here to pull it off.
So he feels that mid-range game is open, Craig?
What's that?
He feels that mid-range game is open?
He does. He wants to see them work the ball to the short corner. What that does is it flattens the defense, and you don't have to score from there. If you kick that ball out, move it around the perimeter, you can get a shot on the backside.
All right, very good. Thank you very much, Craig.
A little demonstration. I like it.
Sideline report brought to us by Patrick. Third quarter begins with Culver Academies in control of the basketball, trailing by 2. Lane Lyles had 10 points in the first half and got called for a charge right there. Second one of the night against the Eagles.
Great work there by, I believe it was Emma Kincaid taking the charge that time, and it's a good start for Bremen, showing that defensive prowess right out of the gate.
The Lions very balanced in their scoring the first half. Tegan Feathers, Emma Kincaid, and Emma Lawmaster all had 5 points. That's Kincaid down low, fades and fires, can't hit. And the loose ball collected by Culver Academy. Nearly a double dribble there by Trieber. Lyles steps into the three, can't hit it. She is a rhythm shooter, seemed to have it that time. Rebound put back up by Mimi Smith. It won't go, and finally Tegan Feathers skies above everybody. Here's Lawmaster, open for three, why not? It's sponsored by Bellman Oil, and Emma Lawmaster's second three-pointer of the game gives Bremen a 5-point lead.
Since 1959, Patrick Industries in Elkhart has empowered outdoor enthusiasts to achieve next-level recreation experiences. Patrick is a proud supporter of our local teams and athletes, empowering excellence on and off the court.
Kincaid on the outside. Lawmaster lost the handle, and here comes Culver Academy with Lane Lyles racing down the floor and hits the layup.
If you're looking to buy or sell a home, McInnes Realty is where service comes first. Family and veteran-owned, they proudly serve our community heroes through the Homes for Heroes program, helping you save when you buy or sell. Learn more at McInnesRealty.com.
Tegan Feathers found herself wide open underneath the basket. Not only got the points, but up the rebound count as well. Mimi Smith found a hole in that zone, but Kate Clemens couldn't hang on to the pass.
With more than 50 years of experience, Michiana Contracting in Plymouth has grown to be one of the most comprehensive contractors in Indiana. Family-owned and locally run, Michiana Contracting is proud to support tonight's broadcast.
Grubbs will walk it up the floor for Bremen.
You know, Chuck, you mentioned this earlier, but Tegan Feathers has been the difference maker here tonight, the way she has played. Already 7 points this evening. She only averages 5.4 points per game.
And she's building her confidence. Maybe took a shot that's a little bit outside her repertoire there, but it was an open 15-footer. I don't think Alex Robinson has a big problem with that. Smith on the outside. But let's build on the point that Craig Heatherly made, because Bill Murchie wants to see his team attack the short corner of this zone. They haven't done it yet in the first 2.5 minutes of this quarter.
And it doesn't look like they have an opportunity.
There
it
they
is.
do.
That was the first time, really, Bremen's even given them any space to be able to do that.
And then Smith just had it yanked away. And Clemens misfires on the baseline jumper.
Two excellent defensive teams here tonight on full display.
Handle lost, but it was knocked out of bounds by Clemens. And Amelia Binkley will come back into the game to take the place of Clemens in the Culver Academy lineup.
Bellman Oil in Bremen is your one-stop shop for all your fuel and lubricant needs. As a local family-owned business, Bellman Oil brings over 50 years of experience to keep your equipment fueled up and running smoothly. For quality and reliability, visit BellmanOil.com. Go Lions.
Lawmaster missed on her three-point shot. Smith got it to go. Mimi Smith's first basket of the night for the 5'8 junior, who's averaging 8 points a game. And Bill Murchie had rave reviews for her when we talked last night. 3-point Bremen lead. Nice cut by Grubbs, and she finds Feathers, but she couldn't connect on the shot. Kincaid with the rebound and an over-the-back foul on Smith.
Take a look at the replay brought to you by Springer Dental Care. Just couldn't get it to go, but that's now the third foul on Mimi Smith, who's played really good defense here tonight. So that's an important note here as she stays in the game at the moment.
Feathers fadeaway won't go. And another foul called on Culver Academy. This one's going to go on Trieber.
Thank you to Tony Letcher for his incredible support of Sports Michiana. Tony is a licensed insurance agent with Health Markets. If you're looking for assistance with Medicare, family, or individual health insurance, Google Tony Letcher Health Markets or visit tletcher.com.
Kincaid racing around a screen, then with the left hand misses. Lyles trying to come the other way. Culver Academy can tie it with a three here. Binkley cross court to Lyles. Nice feed. They're snapping the ball around. Smith down the baseline, drew the contact on Feathers, and she'll go to the line.
You say they're snapping the ball around, but I'm noticing how quickly Bremen's still making up the deficit. You're seeing that speed from track benefit as we take a look at the replay brought to you by Springer Dental Care and the foul that sends her to the line to shoot two. Springer Dental Care voted best dental provider in Elkhart County. Get back on track with all your dental needs. With 6 locations, schedule your next visit at springerdentalcare.com. Go Lions.
Skyly Feathers checks back in, taking the place of Natalie Harmon. Mimi Smith at the line is a 45% free throw shooter, and she missed the first. She is also on the soccer team at Culver Academy. Just a tremendous competitor from Batesville, Indiana, the casket capital of the Midwest.
Tire Rack doesn't just sell tires, they test them on the road and on their test track. Learn how the tires you want, tackle evasive maneuvers, drive and stop in the rain, or just handle the everyday commute. Go to TireRack.com to see their test results, tire ratings, and consumer reviews. TireRack.com, the way tire buying should be.
2-point Bremen lead, just the way it was at the intermission. Skyly Feathers down the lane, scoop hits the bottom of the rim. Somehow, Tegan Feathers finds her sister. It won't go. And Culver Academy saves the rebound to Lyles, who is in a hurry. Kicks it ahead to Binkley. We're tied.
Oh, what a play.
Hang a star on that one for the Big C Lumber play of the game.
Certainly a nominee there. Great exchange. Got the rebound and the pass up and the bucket.
Timeout sponsored by Reichert and Neff Wrecker Service. We're back in 30 in a tie game on Sports Michiana.
Finding private health insurance can be stressful. What if it didn't have to be? I'm Tony Letcher, licensed insurance agent. I prefer to personally meet with my clients so I can get a better understanding of your needs and budget. I can even review your current coverage. I don't want you to be my client today. I want you to be my client forever. Call Tony Letcher today to schedule your free consultation or visit tletcher.com.
And this edition of the Sports Michiana Game of the Week being brought to you by the Lillard Insurance Agency. Real people, real service, real value. Real good basketball game between two teams who should be playing real good basketball based on their history, because both Bremen and Culver Girls Academy won sectional championships last season. Factoids brought to us by our friends at OSMC.
We saw CGA in the sectional semifinals last year at St. Joe, and they've done a really nice job coming back this year.
Grubbs tried a three. It was deflected, but Kincaid saved the ball from going out of bounds.
And saved herself from going out of bounds as well. Good footwork there by Emma Kincaid.
Culver Academy is really doing a great job of switching defenders. Here's Grubbs down the lane, missed the layup. She only has 2 points tonight. She averages 13 a contest. Lyles into the paint, couldn't get that one to drop. And the rebound came to Skyly Feathers. Kincaid had Lyles right in her grill, goes around her for two.
Excellent work there by Emma Kincaid. She tried one fake on the outside, didn't seem to work, and then she just kind of out-finessed Lyles inside to get the bucket.
Really attacked the closeout beautifully that time by taking the step on her. Now Lyles for the lead. That's short. And Skyly Feathers lost the battle for the loose ball to Amelia Binkley, who kicks it out to Lyles. Great hustle by Binkley that time. Lyles into the paint. Now Mimi Smith down the lane. A lot of contact, no whistle. Binkley underneath with the right hand, can't get it to go. And finally, Bremen collects the rebound with Tegan Feathers.
One thing that I think will be interesting to see how it plays out is whether or not the endurance of Bremen can last as Grubbs gets the bucket inside. Bremen only playing with 6 players here tonight, whereas CGA has gone to their bench a lot more.
4 points now for Grubbs. That's the Bremen lead. Lyles tries to bite into it and does. Lane Lyles with the three, and was she fouled as well?
I believe that is what they whistled. There was a whistle on the floor.
The bomb and the bump, and you get another look from Springer Dental Care.
Nothing but net by Lane Lyles, who now has
15.
15 points there, and now an opportunity to go into the free throw line to get her 16th point of the game. Binkley's Flooring Warehouse in Knox cheers on CGA basketball, formerly known as Fletcher's Carpet. Binkley's has any flooring you need, including carpet, laminate, vinyl, tile, and area rugs. If you need it for your floor, they have it. Learn more by searching Binkley's Flooring Warehouse on Facebook. Go Eagles.
We're tied again at 30 after the 4-point play by Lyles. Here's Grubbs on the drive. The ball pinballs out to Lawmaster for 3. That's short. She kind of gator armed that one. Lyles with a great pass up the floor, but it's taken away. Here comes Lawmaster. 3-on-3 break. Harmon tried to get a step on Clemens, couldn't do it. And Bill Murchie encouraging his defense from in front of the Eagles bench.
Neither team has had much of a odd man advantage on a fast break. The way both teams get back on defense is very impressive.
Grubbs wanted a call. There was none to be had. Culver Academy comes the other way. Lyles in transition. Woo! She's feeling it. 19 for Lane Lyles, and it's a 3-point Eagles lead. Lawmaster. You see the clock on the bottom of the screen on the TireRack.com scoreboard. And a foul called against Culver Academy. It's only the 4th in the quarter on the Eagles, so Bremen will have to inbound.
State Farm agent Noah Trueblood cheers on the Lions. State Farm is the #1 auto insurer in the U.S., but with Noah and his team, you also get the benefits of a truly local team. Debbie and Heather in Noah's office are both lifelong Bremen residents. Google Noah Trueblood, State Farm, for all your insurance needs.
Skyly Feathers has the ball on the outside. Now Harmon. Feathers for 3. Won't go. Rebound to Culver Academy, and the Eagles are looking to pull off maybe an upset here against the 7th-ranked team in Class 2A, but that would shortchange Culver Academy, a school that has 9 wins in a row coming in, and they have a 3-point lead as we go to the 4th on Sports Michiana.
Shopping for tires used to really rub me the wrong way. That was before I went to TireRack.com. TireRack's Tire Decision Guide made it easy to find the right tires. Talk about secret sauce. You might ask, well, you bought them. Now how are you going to put them on? No problem. TireRack has thousands of recommended installers. I chose one that does mobile installation. A technician brought the tires right to my house. He's installing them now.
Almost finished, Herb. Take your time.
I'm just marinating. TireRack.com, the way tire buying should be.
Hey, this edition of the Sports Michiana Game of the Week being brought to you by Babsco. It's your trusted electrical distributor. And we trust Craig Heatherly with the Patrick Sideline Report. Craig, how did Culver Academy get the upper hand in that third quarter?
I know exactly the answers to that question, and it starts with, I don't know what's in the water in Nashville, Tennessee, but pour me a cup. Lyles is incredible. I can't believe she is a freshman. Since you made that comment in the first quarter that she needed to be more aggressive, she's turned it on. And I don't know if Bremen can turn it off because this girl is electric.
Can't say I disagree.
Now, the thing that's unique about her, though, while she's a freshman, she started on a state champion team as an 8th grader in Tennessee last year.
So Tennessee has a rule where if you go to a private school, and she went to a place called the Webb School, you can play as an 8th grader. And Bill Murchie said she was the 3rd best player on that team, and they won the state title.
As an 8th grader. Unbelievable.
Bremen throws it away. It's an over and back. Bremen has a goal every week, every game, try to have more assists than turnovers. I'm not sure they're hitting that goal tonight.
At OSMC, you're not just treated, you're cared for, guided from diagnosis through recovery with clarity and trust. Get the care you need when you need it. Visit osmc.com or their OrthoCare walk-in clinic in Granger off University Drive.
Now can Bremen ratchet up the defense here against Lyles, who tries to drive the baseline. No call underneath with a lot of contact. Lawmaster lost the handle on it. Grubbs picks it up. Kincaid got a step on Lyles and pushes out to Lawmaster for 3, but that's short. Lawmaster hustled in and gets the tie-up on the held ball. It'll go to Culver Academy.
Well, credit to Lawmaster there for getting that held ball, which, again, we've had, 8 held balls probably in this game, which is just a sign of the way these two teams have played and the tenaciousness that they've had. Reichert Net Wrecker Service congratulates Bremen on a great season so far with locations in Warsaw, South Bend, Plymouth, and New Haven. Reichert Net Wrecker Service can handle any and all of your towing needs in northern Indiana. Learn more at rkrecord.com.
Here's a shot by Clemens that misfires, and the rebound comes to Kincaid. Great transition defense by Culver Academy to get back. Lawmaster looked like she might have an open shot for a moment. Now has to kick it outside to Harmon. Brum trying to cover up Lawmaster. Inside to Grubbs. Now Kincaid comes around, rejected by Lyles, and the shot attempt by Grubbs will send her to the foul line where she's a 69% free throw shooter.
Take a look at the replay brought to you by Springer Dental Care. Kincaid driving inside, gets a good look, but Lyles is right there. And luckily for Bremen, Grubbs is there for the rebound. And now going to the free throw line to shoot 2. She makes the front end of 2. And we like to thank the Wooden Peel for feeding our crew tonight. Named to the 2024 and 2025 Pizza Marketplace Top 100 Movers and Shakers. The Wooden Peel was also previously named Best Pizza in Northern Indiana. Visit the Wooden Peel on Plymouth Street in Bremen. Excellent thin sliced pizza.
Excellent free throw shooting by Grubbs. She hit them both. 4 for 4 from the stripe tonight, and Bremen within 1. What we expected in this one, why we put it on the schedule on Sports Michiana. Lyles handles on the outside. Down in the corner, Brum lost it, but Binkley picked it up and put it in. And Amelia Binkley with 8 points tonight, one of the unsung heroes for Culver Academy.
She's been great off the bench. She starts a lot of games. She comes off the bench a lot of games. Total team player, was our Tony Letcher student athlete of the week before the game. You can see why she's a leader, 3-sport athlete out there, and she can do a little bit of everything for this CGA team.
Kincaid had her shot blocked, and Lyles picks up the rebound. Brum into the paint. Brum with the right hand misses. Nothing but white jerseys around the rebound.
Bremen lucky to not have that pass stolen away.
Harmon spinning. Skyly Feathers tries to pick it up. Another held ball. This one goes to Bremen.
Student athletes at Culver Academies join nearly 130 years of tradition in physical competition, fellowship, and sportsmanship. These are the defining elements of the Culver experience and are offered to athletes of every level. Go Eagles.
Lila Trieber with 4 fouls checks back in to take the spot of Kate Clements. Inbounds pass deflected by Binkley. Feathers just didn't have enough separation that time. Let's see if Culver Academy changes its approach with a 3-point lead here. Lyles had the hot hand throughout the second and third quarters. And the ball knocked out of bounds stays with Culver Academy. Bremen will go to its bench, put Tegan Feathers back in for Natalie Harmon.
Williams Family Chiropractic Clinic in Granger is a family-focused practice that treats newborns to professional athletes and everyone in between. They offer high-level chiropractic care, digital x-ray diagnostics, and non-surgical spinal decompression. Google Williams Family Chiropractic Clinic to learn more.
Lyles with an explosive move, got to the right hand but couldn't score. And now it's a breakaway for Emma Lawmaster. She couldn't hit the layup. Lyles comes the other way. Now CGA has numbers. 3-on-2, pull up, we got a whistle. And what's the call?
I think there was a foul in transition called against the Lions.
That'll be on Eliana Grubbs. It's only her first.
Bill Murchie quickly going to the bench to get a substitute in. And again, I talked about this a little bit in the third quarter. The substitutions have been plenty for CGA, whereas Bremen has only gone to 1 player off the bench. And I wonder if that's starting to affect things a little bit, that CGA is just a little bit more fresh than Bremen is here in this fourth quarter.
Mimi Smith kicks it outside.
Also, a lot of credit to Mimi Smith, who picked up that third foul early in the third quarter, has stayed in the game the entire time, and has not gotten a fourth.
Presser tried a baseline drive, wound up throwing it off the leg of a Bremen player. 4:12 to go. Still a 3-point lead for CGA, just as it was at the end of the quarter. Here's Lyles. Airballs that one. And the rebound comes to Skyly Feathers. And Alex Robinson holds up one finger in front of the Bremen bench. And here's the three by Grubbs, and we're all tied up. It's sponsored by Bellman Oil. Eliana Grubbs, 15th three-pointer of the season, and we're knotted at 35. That was straight out of a Bill Murchie nightmare right there, seeing Grubbs get open for a second. And now Feathers almost knocked it away. Instead, the drive by Smith fails, and here's Lawmaster. And a foul called on Mimi Smith, and that's her fourth.
She avoided that fourth foul for such a long time, and then gets it now with 3:31 left in the game. Let's see if she comes out of the game at this point.
She does, and Piper Brum Treber coming out with 4 fouls, and Brum goes in for her.
So Smith will stay in there.
Tied at 35 with 3.5 to go.
Both coaches letting their teams play. No timeouts here so far in the fourth quarter.
Remember, Bremen is the team with more of the seniors, so let's see if some of that senior poise, senior experience comes through here. Lyles with an over the back there against Kincaid.
Bremen Athletics would like to thank our team of event workers, including scoreboard operators, announcers, ticket takers, concession workers, and officials. Your hard work and commitment to this program don't go unnoticed. We truly appreciate all your support. Go Lions.
Lyles now with 3 fouls, by the way. Kincaid tried to throw it to Feathers, who went off the foot of Binkley. 3:10 to go in regulation. Bremen 10-0 on the year. Culver Girls Academy 11-3. Couple of Marshall County rivals. Culver won it last year, one of only 3 losses the Lions had last season. The pass stolen away by Lane Lyles, and a reach-in foul is called against Bremen. It'll go on Kincaid, her first. Only the second foul on Bremen here in the quarter. Neither team yet in the bonus, with under 3 minutes to go in regulation. Inside to Binkley. Couldn't hit. And a tie-up, and it'll go to a timeout called by Culver Academies. It's sponsored by Binkley's Flooring Warehouse. 2:40 to go, tied at 35 on Sports Michiana.
Yes, I was just in a bad car accident. I need help.
I'm in a call center. How am I supposed to help you? Did you buy this insurance over the interweb?
Yes.
You think this can wait till after my lunch break?
No, your lunch can wait.
When this happens, you'll understand why it's important to have a local agent. The Lilliard Insurance Agency is just that agency. We're a local agency and we're here to take care of you. Call the Lilliard Agency today.
This edition of the Sports Michiana Game of the Week being brought to you by Tom's Car Care Center, the Coffee Spot Cafe, and the Waterworks Car Wash. 3 great services in one great place. 35-35. Chuck Freeby, Angelo, Carlo, Craig Heatherly with you from the Lions Den in Bremen. Bremen trying to protect its perfect season, but Culver Girls Academy has given them everything they wanted tonight. Lane Lyles, the freshman, has been the star of this one. She couldn't bank that one home, but Amelia Binkley with the rebound.
And while Lyles has been the star, Binkley's been fantastic off the bench for CGA.
Lyles covered up quickly by Lawmaster. And 3 for Piper Brum, misfires. And Lyles goes over the back again. That's her 4th.
Now foul trouble becoming a factor here for CGA. 3 players with 4 fouls.
Lila Trieber will check into the game now. And let's see who she's coming in for. She'll take the place of Hannah Kresser. So Culver Academy, Bill Murchie has moved all his chips to the middle of the table here, playing a couple of players with 4 fouls in Smith and Lyles. Let's see if Bremen tries to attack him.
Trieber has 3 fouls. I said she had 4, but she has 3.
Grubbs finds Lawmaster. Lawmaster driving, got a screen underneath. Now Kincaid to the rescue. Minute 45 to go in regulation. Kincaid into the paint for 2. Emma with 9. The all-conference player comes up big there. Blum on the side. Lyles is open up top. And there's Lyles with the ball. Now Smith. Dribbling in traffic. Kicked away by Lawmaster with 1:08 to go. Bill Murchie will go to his bench again. He'll put in a good 3-point shooter in Hannah Kresser. And who's she coming in for? It'll be Trieber. Two-point lead for Bremen with 1:08 to go. Lane Lyles, the freshman, takes it into the paint. Kicks it down to Binkley. Great feed, but she couldn't hit the shot. And now Bremen has the ball. And they have 3 good ball-handling guards, and Alex Robinson wants a timeout. It's sponsored by Reichert and Wrecker Service. 53.5 left in the Lions' Den. A 2-point game on Sports Michiana.
In need of an award? Call Crown Trophy of Mishawaka, the area's premier award provider. They've been serving the area since 2001 with cutting-edge exclusive products, personalized with state-of-the-art laser engraving technology. And Crown Trophy has more than just trophies. They offer corporate, sales, and retirement awards, along with personalized gifts and promotional products. Crown Trophy, nationally known, locally owned, where everyone's a winner.
Looking to buy or sell a home in the Michiana area? Call McInnes Realty, Michiana's fastest growing real estate company, where service comes first, built on knowledge, care, and community. Through our Homes for Heroes program, we proudly give back to those who serve. Firefighters, law enforcement, EMTs, military, teachers, and healthcare workers, past or present, qualify for hero rewards when they buy or sell with us. Call McInnes Realty today at 574-271-3440.
And this edition of the Sports Michiana High School Game of the Week being brought to you in part by Health Markets with Tony Letcher. The right coverage at the right price. Great crowd on hand here in the Lions' Den. 53.5 seconds remain in regulation. Bremen with a 2-point lead and the ball. Eliana Grubbs awfully close to an over and back there as she went into the backcourt to get that one. Grubbs had it poked away by Mimi Smith. Smith playing with 4 fouls.
This is a tough situation for Bremen. They're trying to stall as much. CGA is a good defensive team. They finally get a hand in there to force the foul because, you know, they're still not shooting. Or no, they are shooting now. That's the 5th foul against CGA. So
they wanted to foul Emma Lawmaster because she's only a 58% free throw shooter.
That's why they got aggressive at that point.
Lawmaster, a 5'7" senior, averaging 12 points a game. She's just a kid from the program who has improved every year here for Bremen. And she hits the first.
Sports Michiana's apparel, courtesy of our friends at It's Tops in Mishawaka. Clothes, office supplies, mugs. If you want to put your logo on something, odds are It's Tops can make it happen. Locally run since 1976. Learn more at itstops.net.
Lawmaster was the conference tennis champion, but she couldn't get any net right there. 1 of 2 at the stripe. Held ball, alternating possession. It's going to go to Culver. Down by 3 with 35.1 seconds left. And Lane Lyles has been the big gun #1 for the Eagles. Let's see if they find her a shot here.
She may be finding herself a shot, too.
Timeout called by Bill Murchie with 23.9 seconds left. It's sponsored by Binkley's Flooring Warehouse. We'll keep it right here. Reminder, we have more action coming up in 2026 on Sports Michiana. And folks, we're going to start you off with a track meet. Not a literal track meet, but one on a basketball floor. Friday, January 9th, we're going to go into Alumni Gym and see two teams currently ranked in the IBCA Top 20 go head-to-head in the NIC opener, as the Riley Wildcats, ranked number 16 in the IBCA, take on the 13th ranked St. Joe Huskies. That should be a fun one. I wouldn't miss it if I were you. If you can't get to Alumni Gym, we'll have it for you 7:15 on Friday, January 9th.
We've broadcasted the game the last 2 years, and it has been unbelievable. It's been strange at times, and it's been a great game. And then we go from that game the next night, Saturday, January 10th, a huge game in the NLC. Warsaw, one of the best teams in the entire state in girls basketball, hosting Northridge in an NLC clash. But we've got a great girls basketball game right here between two of the premier programs in Michiana, with a 3-point lead here for the Lions with 23.9 seconds left.
Fact, Bremen, as our factoids will tell you, one of the best in the state. They are one of 10 girls basketball teams in the state that are still unbeaten. They have a 3-point lead with 23.9 seconds left. Culver Academy with the ball, and they got to find a way to get a 3-point shot here, you would imagine. Hannah Kresser has been quiet tonight from the outside. Kresser will take the three, rim it out. Rebound still loose. And did Culver Academy get it and the timeout? They did. Bill Murchie is getting a full-body workout in front of the Eagles bench tonight. And he saw just enough possession there to call a timeout, and it was granted that time by Darrell Watson.
He might have been calling the timeout before they had possession just to be sure that they knew he wanted the possession, and that timeout brought to you by Binkley's Flooring Warehouse. Unbelievable job there by CGA to get it. 11.2 seconds left. Craig, for Patrick's sideline report, what are you dialing up here at this point?
Yeah, I'm thinking Coach Robinson's standpoint right now. He's got 2 fouls to give. Culver just ran a great offensive play there after the timeout to get a wide-open look with the person they wanted to shoot it. They've got 2 fouls to give. On the inbound, I would break up the play by fouling them. Culver will then be out of timeouts, and then you'll put the game in the kids' hands, the players' hands, to score 3 with 11 seconds to go. So that's the strategy I'm thinking here defensively.
That guy used to be a coach. I can tell.
You think? Great. Excellent work by Craig Heatherly on the Patrick sideline report. Let's see if that is, in fact, what Bremen intends to do here coming out of the timeout.
I'm going to say maybe they go to the Fab Frosh, one of the top scorers among freshmen in the state of Indiana, or at least in the area. I mean, Ariana Roll had 46 last night for St. Joe. That's why she leads the pack. But Lyles, third among area freshmen in scoring, 14 a game, and she has 19 tonight. Bremen did not foul on the inbounds. Lyles got the shot, couldn't hit it. Rebound collected by Lawmaster. That should do it. Bremen up by 3. Culver Academy needs a steal. They are out of timeouts.
Or at the very least, you got to just get a foul immediately.
Inbounds pass comes to Kincaid. She is fouled by Lyles. That's it for Lyles, her 5th. And the Bremen Lions are going to go to 11-0.
What a victory here for Bremen. This CGA team is going to make a playoff run. They're facing one of the best young teams, but I think you mentioned this, Chuck, the veteran leadership of this Bremen Lions team. Emma Kincaid, a multi-year starter, was a starter on that team that played into semi-state 3 years ago.
And she now is in double figures tonight for the 9th time this season. More than likely talking to Craig Heatherly in a matter of seconds as our player of the game. Missed the second, doesn't matter. Bremen wins it. 39-35 the final, and Alex Robinson and the Lions go to 11-0 on the year, but like Lions, man, they had to scratch and claw in this one, facing a gutty effort from a Culver Academy team that will fall to 11-4 on the season, but certainly has to be considered dangerous going into the tournament. Let's go to Craig Heatherly standing by with our Reliance Player of the Game, Emma Kincaid.
Emma, what a game. Walk us through what it was like to play in such a close game from the start all the way to the finish.
It was definitely like a tough game all the way around. You had to be in it the whole time and just keep doing like every little thing each time, yeah.
Walk us through that play down the stretch where you drove in the middle of the paint and made that floater to really take the lead and start to kind of get an edge on this game.
Well, I was just getting really guarded tight, so I knew I had like the shot fake and just driving into the basket more. So my coaches told me to keep doing that, so that's what I was doing.
You guys started this game undefeated. You're ending the game undefeated. What can a game like this with that type of adversity do for the rest of the season?
It just brings some motivation, just knowing that we can finish it out in the end with a close game like that. It was a nice win.
Well, congratulations again.
Thank you.
Back to you, Chuck.
All right, Craig, thank you very much. Thanks to Emma for her time. And, well, Emma Kincaid didn't get the triple tonight. Eliana Grubbs was student athlete, but Emma Kincaid will get the double here with our Big C Lumber play of the game. When you hit the game-winning shot, that's got to be it.
Yeah, it was tied at 35 at this point in the game. She drives inside, pulls up, gets it to go. Well done here by Emma Kincaid, showing that senior leadership, pure shot. She finishes with 10 points on the evening, and she gets that post-game sweep as the Big C Lumber big play of the game and our Reliance player of the game. What a victory here for Bremen to get to 11-0.
I thought the seniors really showed out for Bremen tonight. Grubbs, Kincaid, Lawmaster all had right around 9 or 10 points, all three of them. And I think they're poised down the stretch, and the terrific defensive job they did down the stretch really made a difference.
I thought both teams were amazing on the defensive end. Sometimes when we say, hey, it's a great defensive game, you think that means the offenses aren't good. No, this was two electric defenses putting a lot of pressure on the offenses. The offenses are good. It's just that the defenses are fantastic, and I think these are two teams that are going to make deep playoff runs.
You got a taste of why Lane Lyles is getting D1 offers. She's got one from the University of Michigan. She'll collect more. She is, as Craig said, electric.
Absolutely. You see a player that plays like a junior out on the floor, maybe even a senior. Talent-wise, the shot is pure. She ends up with, 19 points here tonight. Unable to get the victory, but this is a great learning experience for CGA altogether. While they have won championships in the years past, it's still a very young squad this year for Culver Academies, so I think they're going to learn a lot from this game as well, despite the fact that they come away with the loss.
And then there were the unsung heroes on the inside. Amelia Binkley for CGA, Tegan Feathers for Bremen. They both did a great job. It was a great girls basketball game. We hope you enjoyed it. Our crew is sick of us, so they need the rest of the year off. We appreciate all the patronage that you've given us this year as fans, as sponsors, and we are looking forward to coming back in 2026. And we're going to give you a pretty good treat to start off the year when we come back on the 9th and 10th with the Dandy doubleheader. As we mentioned, it's Riley and St. Joe on the boys' side on Friday, January 9th, and then on the girls' side, Warsaw and Northridge. 2 games with all 4 teams being ranked in the IBCA top 20.
Absolutely. There's no better way to start the year than with these games. We could have done a game maybe a little bit earlier, but why? Let's build the anticipation for what's going to be electric games to start 2026 when some people say that's when the real season starts, right? When January rolls, that's when it feels like basketball season officially. And Riley St. Joe on the 9th, Northridge Warsaw on the 10th. Going to be 2 blockbuster games. We can't wait to bring it to you after having a great way to close out 2025 with an awesome game here tonight.
So, as always, our thanks to our terrific Sports Michiana crew who helped bring you this one, led by the G-Man, Gary Martin in the truck, Tony Beltran pushing all the buttons tonight, Deron Gray running the replays, Matt Kowalski just going all over the place, and then the terrific camera crew we had out here, Buddy the Elf, Ryan Fitzpatrick, Michael Weens, Luke McDowell. We appreciate all of these guys. They work so hard to help bring you all these great games here on Sports Michiana. Reminder that we are off until January 9th when we come back at Alumni Gym in South Bend with a boys showdown between Riley and St. Joe. You don't want to miss that game. 7:15 on Friday, January 9th. Now, for my broadcast partners, Craig Heatherly, awesome job on the sidelines tonight, and my business and broadcast partner, Angelo Carlo. It's Chuck Freeby. Once again, the final. Bremen is now 11-0. They beat Culver Girls Academy 39-35. So long from Mint City. Thank you for watching the Sports Michiana High School Game of the Week. Brought to you by Tony Letcher Health Markets, Tire Rack, Notre Dame Federal Credit Union, Big C Lumber, Barrett Custom Roll Forming, McInnes Realty, Patrick, Reliance, the Lulliard Insurance Agency, the St. Joseph County Police Department, Babsco, Tom's Car Care Center, and these great sponsors. Support us by supporting them.